Hello everyone. This panel here was part of the hoop house. This is the one that I now stretched out. And I've got a double row drip irrigation set up here. And I'm going to plant peppers along here so I can tie them or train them to go up this cattle panel. What I'm going to do is I'm going to plant them on both sides. And I'm going to mark where my spots are. I'll put one there, come out 2 feet, put one there. I'm going to put 2-foot spacings on them. Then on the other side, I'm going to need that. I'm going to go in between. Yeah, that's going to have the peppers really close together. I agree. But they're going to be separated and staggered by the cattle panel. And I think they're going to get enough air movement in here for them to be happy. Now, what I'm going to do then is I'm going to dig a hole in each spot. And I'm going to put in nice fresh compost and put in some magnesium, you know, the foot soak stuff. Then I'm going to plant the peppers. After I get them planted, I've mixed up a strong batch of fish emulsion. And I'm going to water them in with that fish emulsion. And that ought to get them off to a pretty good start. The rest of the next week is supposed to be low 60s at night. Low 80s during the day, pretty much perfect weather for peppers. Okay, I've got all the holes dug. Now it's time to put in the magnesium sulfate. This soil's already been dug up pretty good. Had a couple inch layer of compost spread over it everywhere. So now I'm adding the magnesium. Now after the magnesium then comes my compost into each hole. About a half a shovel full. Then what? I go through and just chop it in with a bit of a mix. Okay, now while the garbage truck works its way through the rest of the neighborhood, I'll go get the peppers ready and we'll wait for it to quiet down a little bit. Okay, I've picked the peppers out. We'll start here. This is a Yum Yum. The Yum Yum is like the yellow, orange, red peppers you're seeing in the bags in the grocery store right now. Well, they're a variety of that. They're a smaller pepper, which means then I can come down here and put a Marconi, which is going to be a big pepper. Come down here and go with another Yum Yum. put a label. Try and put a couple. And okay. Now we'll swap over to the other side. And now we swapped over here to the other side. What did I do? End up with an extra one here? Yeah. Okay, first up is a sweet banana. A little more work to get the seeds out and whatever, but they're really, really prolific and tasty. And some years they're like my first pepper. Then we come down and get another Marconi. Pocket where I had a bunch of Marconis in the flats. So there's another one. And down here on the end we have a Juki. And then, and as promised, comes a good drink. Ooh, fish emulsion can be really smelly. This looks to me like this will be pretty good spacing for them. As they get bigger, they're going to get trained up the cattle panel. And I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of them planted.